says, yeah, okay, he did, but now I need to do something, and you lose sight of what he did. The moment you lose sight of what he did, the enemy will come and tell you that you need to do it.
Wow.
Yeah, and he won't tell you, go do something bad. He'll say, you know, Jesus set a good example. You need to do this, you need to do that. And rather than seeing what Jesus did, he did everything as you. He did everything that you couldn't do as you, for you. He did it as you. Not just for you, but he did it as you. That's the glorious perspective that we keep pounding. Not only what Jesus did for us, but what did he do to us? What did he do to me? What did he do to you? Have you forgotten that when we became Christian, we're baptized to become one with Jesus? We died with him. We died with him. And then we were buried with him by baptism. This is a past tense, in case you didn't. Not will die with him, slow death, a nail by nail, poking by poking, slow, self-tormenting death to self, like some prescribe. But we died with him. It's a past tense. And we were buried with him. Our sinful selves were crucified with him. I mean, it's like it's all past tense. He did this to you. Do we forget that, or do we even know it? Claim ignorance is really a good way out of this. Hey, I didn't know. Okay, we'll be honest. Say, Lord, I'm ignorant. Can you fill me in here? Talk to me, you know. And God will readily talk to you. The Spirit will talk to you. And since we died with Christ, we know we should also live with him. We want to live with him, but we are not sure that we died with him. You know, so how can we believe for the one if we don't believe for the other? Or how can we expect the one to happen when we don't believe the other one happened, and so we need to do it? Well, obviously, that's how you get stuck dying to self, as though that's possible. If that was possible, then you go right ahead, do it. We'll have an angel email you the best manual how to die to self, and Jesus didn't have to even do that at all. Just send you a text message how to do it. You just go and do it yourself. A rebel can't change himself. He's a rebel. The best he can do is make himself more rebel. You know, rebellion breeds rebellion. Corruption doesn't clean itself. He needs a disinfectant. He needs a program that overrides it and to clean it. A corrupt computer cannot help another corrupt computer how to get rid of its viruses. Because everything it doesn't touch is full of viruses. So even if it's best intention, a virus computer has a virus and is corrupted, cannot talk to another computer to try to solve its problem because it has its problem. While it's talking, it's transferring more problems. Do you see what I'm saying? That's how the human race is. We can't help ourselves or each other without Christ because we are corrupted. Even what looks good keeps more corruption. That's why I'm very leery about men's methods, you know, because I want to make sure these are God things rather than good man's good intention, you know. Especially nowadays, we live in a very, very self-improving world because the companies who make big money, they are realizing that the way to make big money is to take care of your employees. Be nice to them and help them take care of themselves and their families. I mean, CEOs now send their top managers to self-improving seminars, pay huge fees to get their top leaders to take care of themselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in every way they can. Take care of their families because they know divorces are hurting them. It's all for profit, of course, but everybody's trying to improve and be nice, and they know that smiles are good and love is good and all that stuff, all these positive things is good for making more money. So there's a lot of good system out there to improve you for other reasons. But Jesus knew the real problem here. The real problem is something you can't do for yourself. The real problem is you. The old you is the real problem. So in order for him to get the old you fixed, he's got to nail it. Nail it to the cross and do a proper burial to it. And then, when he was rose from the dead, he rose with a new you tucked in his arms. And when you accept Jesus, you don't just accept the new you, because then we're going to have a new you and an old you. Wicked twin, brother, still hanging in there. So you have to see the function of the cross, that he destroyed the one to give life to the other. Otherwise we have a schizophrenic situation. We have a bipolar Christian. I'm not trying to mock. Some people are sick of that kind of this mental disease or whatever diseases are, but I'm just using this example that you can't have a spiritual bipolar. Old man and a new man in semi-cooperation. Two dogs inside you. Good dog and a bad dog. Ridiculous thing. Like that. What kind of a dog theology is that? You're not a dog house. Hello. Come on. You're temple, right? Yeah. So don't accept this two dog deal. It's a prevalent theology. It's the prevalent example of theologians who do not believe that the old is gone. They can't believe it. One of the reasons they can't believe it because they see it everywhere, and they see it in themselves. They see it everywhere, so they assume it is impossible for the bad dog to be gone. So there you go. Just try to starve the ugly thing. Starve as much as you can. Don't feed the bad dog. Feed the good dog, and just get ahead. Yeah, I had to read some theology books in order to get ordained, so I had to read some stupid things. But I'm not preaching it. Romans 7 verse 4 says, "To the point is this, the law no longer holds you in its power." Why? Because you died to its power. When? Right? Don't you want to know when? It says here, when you died with Christ. Where? On the cross. When? 2,000 years ago. So see, we're talking about something that he did to you. Without your permission or consult with you. This is what I'm going to do for you. What I'm going to do for you, I'm going to get you nailed to me on the cross. Because the point is this. Get the point here, okay? What's the point? The whole thing without getting the point. The point is because you died to its power when you died with Christ on the cross. Let your eyes feast. Pass it on. Romans 7:4. When you died, when did that happen? Where? On the cross. Where? With Christ. So he didn't just die for you. You died with him. Pass it on. Pass that little Hallmark happy birthday card there. See what happened to you. That old twisted sisters of yours, that old wicked old twin evil brother Halloween guys nailed to the cross. When you died with Christ on the cross. I thought Winnie went through this whole, John, maybe I shouldn't have given up. Maybe she'll have to do it again. But this is a really cool, a whole essay about this John Doe, this dead man floating around. Nobody knows what's his name and who that man is. But So